Welcome back to County Connection. For this next segment, we're going to be talking to folks from Youth and Family Services about a program called Strengthening Families. And here to tell us all about it is Carrie Brown, Program Coordinator. Hi, Carrie.
Hi.
All right, so Carrie, give us a broad overview of what Strengthening Families is all about.
Well, Strengthening Families is an in-home visitation program here in Summit County, and it's a voluntary program, and we serve families with children from 0 to 18.
Great. And so what kinds of things do you address and tackle through this program?
Well, we try and help parents become better parents. They could be experiencing behavior problems with their children. It could be a new mom with an infant that wants to be a better parent in that situation. It could be someone with a grade schooler who's having some behavior problems in school, or a teen, again, maybe some challenges with their behavior also. So really it can run anywhere from, like I said, very young children to older teenagers.
Okay, great. And then, so how does a particular family get involved in the program?
Well, generally our referrals come from other agencies here in the community or the schools. So it could be a mental health therapist, it could be a teacher. We get some from the Nurse Family Partnership. I'm trying to think. Oh, the FERC is a big source of referrals for us also. And families can self-refer too. So if they feel they need some extra help with their children, they can give us a call and we'll do an intake with them also.
Okay, great. And one of the things that I think is great about Strengthening Families is that the family counselor will go right into the home, so they don't have to go somewhere, and you can kind of work with the family right there in their home environment.
Right. So primarily we serve families right in their homes, or like I had a visit this morning with a family out in the community because they felt more comfortable meeting there, and both mother and father were there. And so we try and tailor our services to what they need, as well as meet them where they feel comfortable at, such as the rec center, the library, just whatever best meets their needs.
Okay, great. And so you refer to Strengthening Families as a strengths-based program. Can you tell us what that means to be strengths-based?
Well, what we do with each family is we go in because someone asks us to work with them, and we look to see where they're doing well. For instance, with a new mother, is she taking care of the baby well? Has she already found what she needs as far as clothing and diapers and formula if she's not breastfeeding? So we want to look at what's going well for that family, but then also work on where their needs might be.
Okay. And so, so I know that you really kind of customize the goals for any particular family according to their unique needs. So can you tell us some examples of what are some goals that you might set for a particular family?
Well, for instance, if the parents aren't together and they want to work on their relationship so they can better parent the children, we would ask both parents what they want to work on. Is it a situation where the kids are having difficulty going between the two households, and what's working well in one household might not work well in the other one? So that would be an example. So they would then set the goal for that. Say with a younger parent, with, for instance, a preschooler, is that child doing well in preschool? Are they having some difficulties there? It could be behavior. It could be, say, motor activities. So if they're not growing and developing on target, then what are some things that we could help them look at? So, what activities could they do in the home, and could we help to teach them so that children grow and develop as they should?
Okay, great. And so for participants in the program, so the families who are involved, can you talk a little bit about who the visitor is, or who the person is that they're working with from the program, and kind of what they bring to the table?
Mm-hmm. Well, I am one of the visitors, and by trade I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and we also have 2 licensed counselors that work with us. So 2 of us are English speaking and then 1 is Spanish speaking. So we also offer our services in Spanish.
That's great.
So.
Excellent. All right. And so if someone is interested in being a part of Strengthening Families, or they know someone who could maybe use some of the support that you provide, how would folks get in touch with you?
Well, they can either call or email us at our offices, and then we would get back in contact with them and schedule a time to meet with them to go over what their needs are and what they would like to see out of the program.
All right, fantastic. Well, have we covered everything, Carrie, or is there anything that you'd like to add about Strengthening Families?
The only other thing would be is we also, at this time, we have a support group for Spanish-speaking families that meets monthly. And then we'd also like to see if there are English-speaking families that might be interested in that too. That's another service that we could offer here in the community.
All right, fantastic. Well, it sounds like such a great program and some really great opportunities, a great resource for our families here in Summit County. So thanks so much for coming in today and sharing all this info about it.
You're welcome.
All right, stick with us. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about child abuse prevention.